Para business leaders dan intellectual business community, kita jumpa lagi dalam acara The CEO Reference. Dan kali ini kita akan membahas tentang bagaimana sebuah perusahaan, sebuah brand lokal bisa bersaing dengan brand international. Dan bersama kita adalah Ron Muller. Beliau adalah creator, ya, pencipta dari Papa Ron's Pizza. Dan sampai sekarang beliau tetap menjalankan usaha Papa Ron's Pizzanya. Yang mungkin juga perlu dijelaskan, Ron Muller punya nama ketiganya itu Suryadinata, Pak ya?
Suryadiningrat.
Suryadiningrat. Jadi Ron Muller ini, Ron Muller S-nya Suryadiningrat. It means Pak Ron ini juga tampangnya bule, tetapi ada darah Indonesia, ya. Oke, kita beri tepuk tangan kepada Pak Ron.
Terima kasih.
So we will have the discussions in the mix of bahasa and English.
Baik.
Yeah.
Baik.
My daughter said it is Bahalish.
Bahalish. New term.
New term. Okay. Ron, what do you think the specialty of Papa Ron's Pizza, or do you think that Papa Ron's Pizza is special?
Well, it's different. I mean, Papa Ron's Pizza is the product is Italian originally, tapi the toppingnya adalah rasanya Indonesia.
Okay.
Jadi we made it
mixed, yeah?
Mixed.
Just like you.
Yeah, well,
the idea is like that, right?
Yeah, we have chili, ada chili sauce on top, ada macam-macam daging. It's really tuna. Jadi kita apa namanya, we developed the pizza untuk memang selera orang Indonesia.
And do you think that, I mean, you also offer the original taste of pizza?
Kita juga punya original
yang dari European taste gitu kan, American
Italian tasting. Ya.
Dari penjualan itu mana yang paling laku?
Saya lihat 50-50. Ya.
50-50, yang original taste 50, yang local taste 50.
Kalau orang yang sudah pernah ke luar negeri, barangkali kepingin makan yang asli luar negeri. Tapi kalau buat lokal, kebanyakan suka pakai cabai, saus cabai ya. Okay. Jadi, how's the sales of rendang pizza? We don't have the rendang pizza.
Oh no, you don't have.
We have spicy Thai pizza, we have satay pizza, ada macam-macam ayam Lampung pizza.
Dari Indonesian topping pizza, which one is the most selling?
I think chicken Lampung.
Chicken Lampung, yeah?
Chicken Lampung.
I see. Okay. And do you think that is the reason why you can compete with the international brand?
I think the international brand sebetulnya kalau kita lihat, I mean, we own the international brand before. Saya yang masukin Pizza Hut sebetulnya pertama di Indonesia. And I think they'll always do okay. But we can compete because we have the local taste, tapi we have the global knowledge how to do the business.
Local taste and global knowledge how to do business. Yeah. So the local taste is your competitive advantage.
Is our competitive advantage. Yeah.
Do people recognize Papa Ron's because of the local taste?
I think so. If you ask the general public, I think our pizza. I don't want to say it myself, but from the surveys done, we have won awards yang pizza terenak di Indonesia.
Okay. So when did you get the award?
Well, Jakarta Post did a survey, and they said, and they compared us to all the Pizza Hut and Pizza Round Table and Young Line, and we won. We came out first.
Okay. Which
Jakarta Post?
Jakarta Post today.
No, not today, in the past.
Okay.
But everybody has their own surveys. I don't want to be here saying my pizza is the best. I think everybody decides himself.
Yes.
But kalau kita lihat di luar Jakarta, we're quite in East Indonesia. Ya, kita cukup busy. Yeah? And we have a lot of requests to open more outlets, so it's doing well.
See, when did you start it?
About 10 years ago now.
About 10 years ago?
Lalu, yeah.
10 years ago. And now, how many outlets do you have?
Close to 40.
Now about 40.
Yeah.
And what about your biggest competitor?
Well, the biggest competitor is the international brand from the United States.
How many outlets do they have?
I think they have 100.
About
but
100,
their business, mereka udah 20 tahun. They're working in the pizza business, yeah.
Why did you start Papa Ron's Pizza?
Well, actually, it started as an accident.
Oh, it was accident.
It started as an accident because we brought Pizza Hut to Indonesia. We opened Pizza Hut. We owned Pizza Hut. We developed it, into a successful brand. And then in just before tahun 98, we sold the business. And then
you were with which group at the time? The Ponderosa?
Ponderosa Group. Yeah, we owned Pizza Hut in Indonesia. And then when it was sold, at the time, many people asked me, they said, Ron, why don't you make pizza? And I said, no, I said, we've sold the business, and we're not going to compete against an international brand like Pizza Hut. And it was just happened that somebody said, why don't you open one outlet just for us? So I asked the buyer of pizza, saya nanya, bagaimana kalau kita buka satu restoran pizza di Indonesia? He said, go ahead, please, silakan. And we opened one, and then tahu-tahu 6 orang sekaligus mau buka franchise. So kita buka Papa Ron's sampai Pekanbaru, Medan, Jakarta.
The name is very interesting, Papa Ron.
Yeah.
Why?
Because my name is Ron.
Yes. Well,
so Papa Ron. I was the professor of pizza. So we called it Papa Ron.
It's very Italian, eh? Papa Ron.
Yeah, Papa Ron. Yeah. So that was the brand. That's where it started from.
And the brand, you create the brand yourself, or somebody else said, hey, call it Papa Ron?
No, somebody said to me, why don't you, you're known in Indonesia as the person yang membawa pizza ke Indonesia. At the time when orang nanya, nggak bakal makan pizza untuk makan siang. The Indonesian people are eating rice, makan nasi, nggak mungkin makan pizza. But we were successful sampai kita jual di pinggir jalan waktu itu. If you look, I think they had many articles bahwa itu kok pizza bisa dijual di pinggir jalan di Block M, di bus station, di mana-mana. And it was very successful. Waktu itu belum ada yang biasa makan pizza. So when it was successful, we said, yeah.
How did you change the people from eating rice to eating pizza?
Well, I think it started out. One of my staff had the idea, kenapa kita nggak jual pizza by the slice? Jadi kalau kita ingat itu event Pizza Hut waktu itu jual pizza by the slice. And that was kita introduce pizza to the market. Waktu itu berapa? 400 rupiah kita jual. Jadi orang nggak usah makan the whole pizza, tapi cicipi di pinggir jalan, di event. But then America, they came here and they said, kenapa you bisa jual pizza by the slice? That's not our standard, so we want you to stop.
All right.
But that was how we introduced pizza sampai to all markets of all market segments.
Do you apply the same strategy for Papa
We do
Ron's?
the same with Papa Ron's. We are the leaders in Indonesia for event. If you go to any event, pasti lihat Papa Ron's pizza.
By slice.
By the slice.
All right. And you find that strategy that works.
Well, it mengajar orang untuk makan pizza.
Lower down.
Yeah, because if you look, Indonesian people sudah biasa makan roti keju, ya kan, roti daging, ya kan udah biasa makan. Jadi pizza nggak jauh dari roti.
Maybe next you should introduce pizza nasi goreng.
Yeah. An idea.
Yeah. It's what are the achievements so far, Ron? I mean, you've been with Pizza Hut. You see the development of Pizza Hut, and now you have Papa Ron's. How's the achievement so far?
Well, I think it's good. I mean, don't forget, I started as a franchisee. So we bought the franchise from America, Kita Beli. But now we're the franchisor.
Yeah.
So, of course, I think that is already an achievement to have a local brand of a pizza. And since we opened, setelah kita buka, juga banyak perusahaan lain mencoba untuk bikin franchise. I think you have Bakmi, ada macam-macam.
Yes.
So, I think the franchising industry, kalau kita lihat di luar negeri, itu yang it helps the market to grow. Karena sering orang kepingin buka satu usaha, they have the money, tapi they don't have the idea and they don't have the concept untuk menjalankan sesuatu usaha yang sudah sukses. So I think we can't look at just sebagai Papa Ron, sebagai franchise as a one entity, tapi we must look at it gives opportunities to other people, ideas and and to do other businesses in franchise. Sebetulnya kalau kita lihat di Amerika, I think 80% of the businesses that success di Amerika atau di luar negeri, especially America, is franchising.
Yeah.
The banks would rather mau pinjam uang kepada franchise because they're sure the brand is there, the system is there.
And it's tested to the market.
Tested to the market.
Okay.
But it is, there's a lot of things that are different than in America. Because in America, sebetulnya itu dapat uang dari bank satu franchise. Kalau kita dapat franchise and ada uang, let's say 20%, itu bank mau meminjam 80%.
Yes.
Tapi di Indonesia, nggak mau minjam sampai 80%. So, the amount of people yang bisa berusaha sendiri is limited.
Yeah.
And that's an issue with the
Even
system.
when I was in the Netherlands, there was the head of ABN AMRO at that time saying to me that if a person can have a license of a very famous franchise restaurant, they will finance 100%.
Yeah. Well, Malaysia does that.
Yeah.
Malaysia, if you have a franchise and they try to create more local franchises, but if you have a franchise, you get very low interest juga. But I think Indonesia belum.
Yeah.
They don't have the system yet untuk membantu orang to start their own business.
Okay, Ron, we have to have a little break. Buat para business leaders dan Tech Flow Business Community, buat Anda yang ingin berpartisipasi, silahkan SMS ke 0896 Anda bisa bertanya, memberikan komentar, ataupun memberikan pendapat Anda tentang topik kita hari ini, ataupun program The CEO Reference. Kita break untuk segmen berikutnya.